Hello there! Has it always been a struggle for you to create content for your YouTube videos? Or if you are a first-time YouTuber, do you have difficulty thinking about a content or concept for your videos? Well, in this video, allow me to suggest to you what I think are the things that you need to consider when creating content for your YouTube videos. If you want to know more about it, stay tuned. Hello there once again, Christian Hans here, and welcome to the channel which hopes to provide you with meaningful, inspirational, helpful, and wholesome content. Now before I continue on, I'd really appreciate it if you would click the subscribe button and of course do so with the notification bell so that you will be updated with the next videos I'm going to upload later on. Now earlier in the video I've mentioned what I think are crucial points that you need to consider when creating content for your YouTube videos. Now if you are a first-timer who's doing YouTube for the first time, this will be of big help for you, and of course it's going to help you be able to outline your thoughts properly. Now without any further ado, let's just go with the video. Alright, so these are the things that you need to remember before doing the video. Number one, you need to plan to begin with the end in mind. What does this mean? It means that you need to have foresight. You have to look at the end from the beginning. What are you wanting to do from the beginning of the video until the end of the video? So this is what we mean by foresight. You also have to understand what kind of mood are you going to portray on that video. Now let me just say that I'm not encouraging you to act this out, but what I'm trying to tell you is that be yourself, be the natural you. So if you are the kind of person who is a serious kind of guy, then be that kind of person who wants to share things with a kind of mood that is more of a serious note. Now I'm not saying that you also not make others laugh, but of course if you're capable of doing it, then go on. But if you're not, don't force yourself to do it, because it will appear as though you're forcing yourself to become comedic or animated for that matter. Same with those people who are just hilarious when they do their videos. Of course, we don't force them to become serious, most especially if that is not their kind of personality. Okay, so we need to remember that. Another thing that you need to consider is how long your videos will take. Although this is dependent upon the kind of message that you're wanting to share, I'd suggest that you make it more than 10 minutes so that just in case that you are a first-time YouTuber, you'd be able to achieve the 4,000 watch hours immediately as a guideline by YouTube. And of course, in the event that you like your videos or your channel to be monetized. Now another thing you'd like to consider is how you organize your content. So when we say content, what is your message all about? Or what do you want to discuss? Now it's also important to remember in this aspect what your niche is. So there are a lot of niche which I'm going to mention here. There are several which I've written, and I think you need to know what each is so that you'd be able to understand at what particular niche will you be catering to. We have spiritual. If you're the kind of person who wants to encourage other people to go deeper into their relationship with God, then this might be your niche. Another one would be motivational. If you are the kind of person who is a motivator, a speaker perhaps, one who does entrepreneurship and one who encourages others to become entrepreneurs as well, probably this could be for you. Next one would be instructional. Of course, like this video, I'm trying to teach you how to organize your thoughts before documenting yourself. So probably if you have these kinds of ideas, this might be your market. Another thing is life's adventures. Well, this is varying actually. There are a lot of things under this one because like for YouTubers who are vloggers who go to different shops and they document how they got there, or they document the kind of things that they wear, and they also document how they spent their vacation at some particular place. If this is you, then of course this is your niche. Another one would be artistic or musical. If you are the kind of person who loves to sing, who loves to play instruments, who loves to perform before an audience, then probably this is for you. Or others, just pure nonsense. What I mean by that is that people who just do certain kinds of stuff and, well, actually they're amusing. I don't know why, but somehow I've chanced upon YouTubers who just do something which is not really related to the video, but I don't know, but I laugh and it's really hilarious. And if you're that kind of person, then go ahead. Also, you need to write on a piece of paper, a notebook or notepad, what your thoughts are. This is very important. Why? Because a good outline will help you be able to organize your thoughts accordingly to the kind of flow you'd like it to be. Now, if all good YouTubers out there have an outline, why shouldn't you? The next thing that you need to prepare is your equipment and location. Now, in terms of equipment, of course, what are you using? Are you using your mobile phone or a camera? And how would you want it to be? Would it be mounted on a tripod, or will you just be holding it? Or probably your mobile phone, will it be mounted on a monopod? It really depends on you, whatever concept it is that you have in mind. Now, also with the place that you need to consider, it should be a place wherein you feel comfortable with yourself and you should feel comfortable with your surroundings. It's actually difficult sometimes to be documenting yourself with other people there present just looking at you. And of course, you need to consider the lighting. Most YouTubers out there advise us to have good lighting whenever we do our videos. Now, by the way, what I'm using is my Samsung A10, and I'm recording my voice through a BEHRINGER microphone or condenser microphone. Going on with what to do during the shoot, these are the things that you need to consider. Number one, you have to begin with an intro. What do I mean by intro? Well, for most YouTubers out there that you'd be able to observe, this is what they do. They tell you what the video is all about, or probably they present a problem that you would want to consider thinking about, and they make it short and simple. And after that, they discuss the body of their story. Just like how you write a story, you have an introduction, a body, or a conclusion, or how you present facts to your readers. It's actually the same. It just so happens that's in video. So these are what you need to consider when doing the body or explanation of what you are wanting to accomplish in your video. You tell them bullet points with their possible explanations. If it's an instructional video, you tell them what to do and how they do it, or the materials that they need so that they'd be able to finish or accomplish the task that is given to them. Continuing on, of course, your story needs to have a good conclusion or resolution, as I've mentioned earlier in my example. So it's really up to you. Whatever story it is that you have in mind, it should always have these things: the introduction, the body, the possible conflicts that are taking place within the body of your story, and then the conclusions or the resolutions that are going to take place. Next, of course, is don't forget to tell them to comment and suggest on your video. That's practically important. Why? Because it's also for your own good. It's also for your own growth. And of course, don't forget to thank your viewers or subscribers, or for people who just happen to look for information and it so happens that your video had that information. And lastly, of course, you need to edit your video. So when we say edit your video, you need to remove unessential clips or errors that have been happening when you were recording yourself. When I was doing this, there were a lot of errors, but of course, I need to remove them, and I need to remove unessential things or comments that I was uttering, of course, because they were not helpful to the video. The next thing that you also have to remember is to bring out your creativity, like your beast mode creativity editing skills on how you're going to make your video more interactive, more fun to look at, or whatever it is, whatever concept it is that's in your mind. This needs to come out, your creativity, and of course to finalize your vid for upload. So there you have it, with the things that you need to consider when creating your YouTube videos. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to do so below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so by clicking that subscribe button. So once again, I hope that you have learned a lot of things, and till the next video, see you soon.